Oh, it's so sad. Unfortunately, one of the ducks has passed, and it's lingering in the water in the big pond behind me. And they're upset. They're reacting like grieving family. I have even witnessed some younger ones having like behavioral issues, like fighting, and Mother Goose is breaking it up. But I watch them every day, so I can't tell one from another as far as, Jack, Bob, and Dan, but I know older, younger, and you can just tell. And besides the size differences, I know in my neighborhood, we have that small pond that I also record at with the field, and my first encounter with one of the geese dying was from turtles. The turtles will bite them, and from the turtle bite, it causes death, especially in a younger goose. The bigger ones probably are okay, but I guess a snapping turtle's bite can kill one of those smaller ones. And I don't think it happens right away, per se. It's more like a suffering. But by my house there, we have one-legged geese ever so often, because people leave their lines in the water. It's atrocious how people litter and have no, if you're a fisherman, you know about that kind of stuff. So you can't convince me any other way. There's just certain things you can't help but know when you're on the water. There's a lot that you might not know, okay? It's a bottomless pit of learning, I've owned a boat before and other water toys. So I had a Rinkin with a 350 Mercruise, so it was probably about, 18 foot, 17 foot. I honestly can't remember, sorry. But sometimes, it's just like with everything else. I ended up being the driver because that's kind of like how my husband was. He didn't mind. But gosh, that was so long ago now. I feel so young, and I'm like 44. I've already been married and divorced twice by 25, never remarried. But then I got with someone who was like my husband and had my 2 children with him. We lasted for 4 years, and almost to the day. And that's pretty much my second longest relationship ever, either being single or just, honeymoons. Been single for the last 7 years, and at least for the last 4 years, it's been very happily. Not having that extra, especially being an empath, which I think we all are empaths. Some of us are just more sensitive than others. I don't know why. And, but yeah, definitely when I'm with someone else, I can tend to put their stuff in front of my stuff and get their stuff confused with my stuff. Just I'm a mess. So I've done a lot of work on that, and now I love myself. I'm happy with myself. If I meet someone, fantastic. If I don't, fantastic. And that is something I didn't realize I really always wanted, I bet you a lot of guys and gals out there have this, and especially as we're supposed to do our shadow work right now and things keep popping up. I'm only mentioning this to try to help, because this could be a common theme, but that an unknown common theme within a lot more of us. The collective's got some catching up to do, and I'm going to help in any way that I can, because I've had a few years to adjust to all of this and all this horrific news with the children and stuff like that. I feel like it's only fair to try to be patient with people who are having to find out right now and process it right now, So it's just a little reminder that sometimes the biggest thing of all is learning to love yourself. And of course, I'm not reinventing the wheel here or saying anything that anybody listening to this doesn't already know. I said it before, I'll say it again. I'm just reminding and bringing it to the surface, maybe putting it into words, and of course, as I trip over them, doing the best I can. But we do want to make sure that you can't be sovereign if you're not even sovereign within yourself, right? It's got to start there. And look at that neat. I wonder if I can pick it up. I think that's it. No, let me see. There's a neat, it's a long, I'm not getting it. But it's a long tendril of vapor that's going, like the skinniest tornado in the world. But isn't that beautiful? And you can tell something's not quite the same here. Things are a little more crystalline and a little more, the plasma is so, here. It's got that living waters kind of look around even the reflection of the sun. But anyways, I hope that helps you guys, is just remembering to love yourself, And, if you're like my daughter and me and my family always was, always did have these issues, some people were alcoholics and some people are foodaholics, some people are shopaholics, like sexaholics. We could go on and on, right? So just take it easy on yourself and love yourself. You got to remember you asked for this, not necessarily for the virus that hit the matrix. I'm saying that to save time. And it may very well be true. Again, everything is my opinion. But yeah, you wanted to experience this. See how they're fighting, guys? Whoa. These are everywhere, all around me. I don't even know how to tell you how many ducks and geese just came. There was a whole pile of them. Look at this. They're probably going to leave and go back to my house down the road. I don't think they're going to get along today because I don't know what happened to this baby duck. See him in the water? That's the baby duck right there, but matter of fact, where it's real still right beside them. Yeah, that was pretty. Oh, there's that little guy. He's always, look at him. He's always like that. I've got pictures of him from last Sunday doing that same thing. I really think he's a special needs egret because there's so many other ones that I can watch but I really think he has special needs. He's a special needs kid. Yeah, I wish I could come up to him, but they're just not having all that, and I don't want to force myself, but it's hard not to keep just trying to come up to him. Actually, he doesn't run away, so. Okay, so yeah, remember, no matter what vessel you're in, because I was going with the food addiction, especially, there's going to be women and men dealing with their weight issues, things like their skin, and they're going to say, I'm too ugly, and, sometimes you don't even hear that voice as loud as you should that's talking to, because you've always got a running story going in your head subconsciously, so that's why you want to be so conscientious, about what you're thinking, and just remember, no matter what vessel you're in, start off with loving your soul. And how can you not love a soul? A soul that hasn't done anything, as long as you're not a serial killer, even some serial killers, most of them have moms that love them, shoot. And if they deserve love, why the heck wouldn't you or anybody, right? It's like I tell the kids sometimes when things are really bad between us, I remind them it's okay to not like each other, but we always love one another. Don't weaponize your love. Don't punish with your love, because you can not like people, even your family, but love is a whole other story. And loving yourself comes first. I think that the biggest shock of my life was realizing, Even after hearing it a million times, you know how it just sounds different when you really, really heal it. Heal it. I was going to say when you hear it and you can feel it, and that came to heal it. How do you like that? Do, 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 do. Anyways, this video is going on and on. I hope I made my point. I would love to have this discussion. I love you guys. All my heart. Okay? Okay, bye. And oneness and love.